Morning. Just gonna play some warthunder. My coffee is ready, so I can enjoy that while I'm waiting for a match. I think I will continue with Russian's line. I could maybe, though I'm not gonna change BR yet, at least until I have unlocked the 1000 kilo bomb for this airplane.
Our Norwegian friend.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Are you still streaming or?
No.
I'm just relaxing.
Already.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying my coffee and watching this sunrise. Oh, I can see it in my outside the house.
That's cool.
It's nice
So
to
you
have
have
the
like
European in here.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have like a cabin you go to as well, huh? Like on.
Yeah. Not now, but 3-4 weeks ago I was there. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks ago at my father's cabin, but the cabin in Norway I haven't been maybe 5 months ago or something.
Oh, okay. So remind me. So you don't live in Norway. You live in.
No, I live in Norway. It's just that we have a cabin in Sweden as well.
Oh, Sweden. I'm sorry. That's a piece of it. Somehow blinked. Sweden. Okay.
So it's about 3.5 hour drive from my house to that cabin.
Nice.
Looks really pretty.
The best part is the cabin in Sweden has really few neighbors, so you can do what you want there.
I feel that.
But
I saw it.
at least we have fiber connection there, like in the middle of the forest.
Oh.
Nice. Heck yeah. That's awesome. So this is my girlfriend Erica.
Oh, hello.
I don't know if you've ever met her before.
Maybe I've only seen her maybe in the background in your videos when we were walking through that tank museum or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you saw her shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
I almost accidentally exposed her and myself on that stream. It's funny.
You definitely wouldn't have
She's
taken
Kurt.
that stream down.
No. I would have let it ride. Cheese Curd, are you here, dude? All right.
Poor man's
I'll
probably
take Cheese
asleep.
Curd. I know. We pulled him in here. But what's your highest BR, Eric? For
Non-premium is 8.3, I think.
oh, okay, nice.
But my highest is the Fuji.
Oh, damn.
Type 90.
Yeah, the premium one. That's a really fun tank.
It looks good. I see it.
It's fun, but I have the worst luck with it.
Yeah. I don't have anything that... Well, actually, I don't have any tanks unlocked for the Japanese tech tree. Which is funny because I'm about to get Japanese jets.
Yeah, I just can't comprehend how to properly aim with a jet or airplane yet. I have to play maybe 100 more hours to learn.
Yeah, that's how War Thunder is for sure.
What? I'm excited. I'll get to call my parents tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
It's hard sometimes to get times together since, you know, they're ahead 7 hours and they go to bed early. So anytime past like 8:30 their time and they're already in bed.
Oh, jeez.
And
They call
that's
in the mornings.
that's like our time or my time, which is like 11 your time. So by 11 a.m. your time, they're already in bed.
That's crazy.
So I've got to find times to chat with them. Usually we chat on Sundays, but I have a work shift during the time that we usually chat, so I can't do that this week.
I gotcha.
What's the time difference between the west and east coast, can you say?
What's that?
3 hours.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so Joe, you're 3. Well,
2.
are you or you're 2?
I'm in
yeah,
I'm in
you're-
Central.
Okay. So it splits Florida.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then I think real far up north in like Canada, there's another time zone to the east, and that would be 4 hours. I believe.
It's just like me when I'm playing with my friends from Finland, they're 1 hour ahead of me again, so...
Yeah.
Did you ever play with Salad Turtle again after that one day?
A few times, I think, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But
I stopped by
he...
again today. I haven't seen him in a while.
No, he hasn't been that active.
Yeah.
What were you gonna ask me, Delta?
Oh, I know your parents planted or at least a church out there, but do they still go to that one, or what do they do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so essentially for until about 2020, we had been having church in our own home. There were some complications with them wanting to, you know, rent a building to somebody wanting to build a non-Catholic church. Like one of the examples was my dad. He and our coworker that we work with went to go survey this building, and then on the newspaper it said that it was renting out for 600 euros a month, which this was, you know, a while back before everything became a little bit crazy. And so they started surveying it, and everything looked good, and so they were talking about the price to the guy, and they're like, yeah, we saw on the paper that it said 600, and the guy's like, oh yeah, what do you want to use it for again? And they're like, oh yeah, we want to establish a church here. And the guy's like, yeah, it's not 600, it's 60,000. And you're just like, okay, all right. Oh no.
60,000?
Yeah. It's like, all right, well, I guess he doesn't want to rent it to us. And
Whoa.
but I mean, coming from their perspective, it kind of makes sense, because the French government drills into them that anything that's not Catholic is a cult. So, if you look at it from our perspective, imagine a cult trying to come and rent out a building. You would be a bit hesitant there too. So, anyways, with all those struggles, it took them a while to actually find like a building to establish a church in. But they are still there, and they've got a pretty decent congregation going now. I think it usually averages a little bit around the 20-ish people mark.
Nice.
He and a coworker family both co-pastor technically my dad's the assistant pastor on paper, and then our co-pastor or our co-worker is the official pastor. But they share the responsibilities, and yeah, they're still going strong.
Cool, man. That's awesome. Oh, Eric, you're an electrician, right?
Yeah.
So Erica now works in a maintenance department, and she's been learning all these electrical terms.
Do you know what a GFCI cable is?
GFCI.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind he's from a different country, so maybe
Yeah, it could be
different regulatory.
Okay, never mind.
It's like circuit protected. It's like a in the bathrooms out there. Do you guys have like plugs that are that have like a circuit breaker and built into it?
Oh, it's GFCI. What, do you have a special cable to protect against?
No.
What, a heavy duty cable? No.
No, it's a
What is it,
receptacle.
Chiquita?
It's a
Oh.
receptacle.
Oh, you're talking about the actual plug, right?
Yeah, but a GFCI is like, yeah, what you have in the restrooms. You're right, Delta. You know what you're talking about.
Oh,
If you ever teach us
isn't
something
that just
you don't know.
isn't that called what are we? I think it's the equivalent of the RCD or like earth protection.
No.
Let's see. RCD.
Is that the
Oh,
correct?
that looks very similar. Yeah. Reset and test. Yeah. We call them GFCI out here.
Yeah, we have all our fuses are have that built in, so, or on modern houses at least, so like every breaker has it.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
I also have like fancy lights. If it's green, you have no problem. If it's orange, you might have some issues, and then it's red, it's
Yeah.
just about to break.
Yep.
So, and then the limit is 30 milliamperes, because that's more than that is deadly for humans, at least. Except the guy from the company Möller, the old German guy that was doing the testing on himself. That's crazy. There's a movie about it. He's like sitting in a chair trying out different methods of getting electrocuted, like one foot in a touching the metal, and then the other foot is like in a, what do you call it, a bucket filled with water. Stuff like that. It's like from the 60s or 70s or something.
Different time.
Yeah. But that's how they found out 30 milliamperes was dangerous.
Well, what was the last one he tried? That's the limit.
Yeah. I think they had like medical personnel monitoring his heart and stuff, but that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Is,
cut you off.
Oh, no problem.
Go ahead.
Oh, were you gonna say something, Eric?
No,
Nothing more.
Sorry.
I'll call you Chiquita. How about that? That's easy.
Okay, yeah, 'cause Eric's here.
Yeah. Yeah, she keeps because the guys over there in the maintenance department, they teach her new things.
Ah, yeah.
We'll be at lunch and she'll be like, "Hey, what's that called?" And just quizzes me on stuff. I love it.
As she should.
The one that really got her was those like the metal posts, the bollards outside of buildings and stuff.
I can actually just post a picture of my fuse box so you can see how it looks.
Oh, there you go. She was
Thank you for
shocked that I
posting
know
that.
what bollards are. What-
Yeah, my house back home has like old style fuse box. I mean, it was made on like literally the year 2000, and we haven't updated our fuse box since then. So a lot of times I'll just blow a fuse, and my dad has to go get a new one. Especially when my mom was like, we had so many incidents with her trying to use the waffle maker, and every time she plugged it in, it would short circuit the house. It was great. My mom went through like 4 or 5 different waffle makers, and every time it would short circuit the house. So my dad eventually got this thing that she could put like on the stovetop, and that would have like the battery that she could like flip, and that worked a lot better, and it didn't short circuit the house.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
So you guys use like actual fuses out there instead of circuit
Mhm.
breakers?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask, but I'm pretty sure that is like one of the a lot of the houses that were built after that have circuit breakers, and I think my dad had thought about changing to that, but that was a big process.
Gotcha.
But I think for the time being, yeah, I'm pretty sure they still had actual fuses.
Posted it in the picture channel.
Oh, wow. Chiquita, if you look in the Cool Pics channel, you see it?
God.
So this is your actual panel.
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
missing a bit plastic
fancy.
between the. There shouldn't be empty holes, but yeah, I need to fix that.
Isn't it funny? It's always the stuff you do for work that at home you're like, I'll get to it. I know how to do it.
Yeah,
Just this thing you've done for a while.
it works.
Yeah,
It looks cool.
that's cool. Dang, yeah, that's fancy. Our circuit panels here are not, at least as far as I know, don't light up like that.
Oh, you see the older model below, the ones that don't have the light, they're basically the same. The main difference is that the one with the light is a digital one, so you don't have to, because you are supposed to push the test button at least every 6 months to like maintain the earth protection or RCD. Because if you don't do that, it can lose the ability to protect against that. So if you never do it, and it can stop work. But the digital one, never, or in theory, you don't need to use it or that button. That's at least what Eaton is, or the manufacturer is telling us.
So if it's green, does that mean that it's got ground, and then yellow would mean it doesn't? Or
Yeah, no, green means there is no earth leakage,
okay,
like problems.
okay, interesting.
So if
I
you,
think that would make it very easy to like identify a problem.
yeah,
Yeah. Do you ever deal with like smart breakers where it would like send you an email or text message?
oh, I know you can get those, but I actually haven't tried it. I only seen it on TV and stuff like that.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
I guess you would implement some smart house system to do that, like Homey or something.
Who's that?
Oh, there's Skelly.
Skelly. Go ahead, Chiquita. Yell at him.
Hi, Skelly. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? I haven't talked to Skelly.
Yeah, you haven't talked to him in a while. Skelly, are you here or? All right.
Nice.
Sometimes he does this thing where he joins and he really wants to have a clever one-liner to open up with, and he won't talk until he comes up with said one-liner. I've heard him do that at least one time before.
That's so true, though. He does it all the time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's gone.
yeah, there we go.
Or maybe his mic wasn't working.
He's just having technical issues.
See,
We're
because
roasting
he's back now.
him.
Gilly? Nope. The best one-liner you can come up with is... Okay, I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind.
Skelly wasn't playing with you guys?
No.
Shit.
He hates War Thunder. Oh, there he is.
Great one-liner, Skilly.
Yeah, I was just waiting.
See?
Just waiting for an opportunity to go, yeah.
Funny.
Oh, by the way,
The tank you're in right now, I love that thing, by the way.
Yeah, this has got me so many kills. I don't need to... Or like you can face BRs much higher than itself compared to the other tanks I have in this lineup.
that's the one I
Just gotta
get
be
God
real
mode in a
careful.
bunch.
Be real careful with the machine guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. What were you saying, Joe, before that?
I was just gonna say, Jada told me to tell you that he's doing well. He's just
Alright.
having down,
Oh,
which you
Whoa.
could have already guessed.
Yeah. He disappeared.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about alcohol, man. If you got to be careful what state of mind you're in when you consume it.
Mm-hmm. Or you can just not.
Be like
Yeah.
Skelly. Don't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend from the Netherlands coming on next Friday, so he said he's gonna bring a lot of stuff, so...
Oh boy.
And yeah, my family's gonna be in the cabin then, so we're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, have fun.
Nice.
Friend from the Netherlands, Finland, my brother and a friend from Norway, so full house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
That's a crazy thing about Europe. It's like you drive a little ways and you're in a different country. Here you drive a little ways and you're maybe in a different state.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, like, Belgium was about 2.5 hours away from me. Luxembourg was about 4. Germany was close to 4.
yeah.
It's like everything is like right there.
See, I'd have to drive. If I drove 4 hours in any direction, I'd still be in California.
Yeah, the size is quite...
Just stuck.
Something they don't really get to like talk about well in all of those like war documentaries, and they're always like, Germany took over these countries
Yeah.
fast, and then you're like, how on earth would they do that? And then you realize, oh, it's because they're 30 minutes to the left of them.
It's only 3 city blocks that they took.
Yeah. Like they took over the entire Europe. It's like, yeah, it's a 6-hour train ride to get to the other part of it.
Yeah.
Surprised it took them that long to begin with.
See, like, my thing about saying that France is the size of Texas, it's good for using it, like, with Americans and French people. French people who think, like, America's not that big. And I'm just like, you know what? How about perspective? And it's great for the same thing to do with French people. I mean, with Americans. You're like, you can't get from here to here. And I'm like, no, you definitely can.
That's how it was. We took the train from the London to Paris. underneath the water.
Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah, we go
You know what?
to a separate convention and pop out.
California isn't real, Delta.
What's that, Chiquita?
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
So I'm leaving the voice chat.
Good night, Erica.
Okay.
Good night.
No,
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Oh,
Bye.
Cheese Curd is here. That's all he said. That's the first thing he said this whole time.
I've been here for about 2
Someone
minutes.
talk to him. Someone talk to him.
We've been trying to talk to him for a while. Good
Bye.
night, Chiquita. Love you.
Night, Erica. Hey, yawn.
Oh,
I heard
sorry.
something about, oh, go away, go away, go away.
No one said that.
She's gonna try and ram me. I don't like this
Oh,
guy.
Oh yeah, next Friday the Minecraft movie is coming as well. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you gonna take your kids to see it?
Yeah. Oh shit, ice.
I'm not gonna go watch it in theaters, but I'll probably watch it when it comes out.
I'm gonna watch it on TikTok.
Skelly, of course you would.
That's how I've watched like every movie that's come out since TikTok came out.
Okay, so technically, according to college policy, I'm not allowed to go see things in the theaters,
What?
What?
including. Okay, you guys are gonna be like, what?
How's it even?
Including when I'm off campus and on break, like summer break
I don't
and
understand how
Christmas
that's
break.
legal.
Well, okay. So, when you go home for
Yes.
vacation, you can't, like, per their policy, you can't go see a movie in theaters.
No,
By whose policy?
because okay, I can understand a little bit more while I'm on campus, like when I'm currently in the school year, because it's hard to get like far away from like campus to go watch a movie at a different theater or something. And you could be recognized, and there have been people who have been expelled from the college because they've been recognized by somebody who works at the college and who saw them at the theater.
What? By watching a movie?
That person was also at the theater.
No,
That's
well,
not
it might not have been
why
that they were
these
in the
banned
theater,
to
but they
begin
could have
with.
been like passing in front, or they recognized them or whatever. But I don't understand when you're back home. That much, that goes over my head. I don't know why they don't let that.
Wow.
Yeah, but why is there a ban in the first place?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. If, past a certain point, it doesn't really matter because there's no way they can know that you ever went to the theater. Like, if you're living like Michigan, ain't nobody gonna be up there that's gonna see you to report you back to PCC. You know, it's like
I would
nobody's
just
gonna
deny.
be.
Prove it.
Yeah,
Prove that I was there.
but in this instance, they're gonna take staff or whoever reported you over your argument because they tend to
So
be more.
in that instance, do they refund you?
I think that depends. I think it depends on, well, first of all, how you leave. If you make like a big fuss, then they might be a little more reluctant to refund you. There might be laws in place that they have to refund you a certain amount.
I feel like they'd have to.
But also you have to think of it. It is written in the handbook that we have to sign every semester. So
Don't sign
they
it.
do. We don't have a choice. If you don't sign it, we can't start classes.
So you're not allowed to watch a movie in the cinema when you're studying?
Yeah. So essentially, when we're
What?
enrolled in the school, we're not supposed to go to theaters.
That sounds really weird.
That's pretty bizarre.
Yeah. No, I don't agree with like when you're far away from the college. I can agree somewhat, but even then, I don't really agree with not going to theaters at all.
I mean, okay, I guess you could say like during finals week, or I don't know, during school session, they want you to be focused or whatever. Maybe there's some twisted justification there, but it seems extreme.
The more
Yeah,
I
but-
talk about them hypes, the more I get extremely irritated.
Okay, but see, like they do a very good job at like closing all legal loopholes for you being like, yeah, well, I didn't say anything that I wasn't gonna do this, or I didn't sign anything. They make sure they close those loopholes. But
I just don't understand why it's banned in the first place.
well, movie theaters, and this is a very conservative college, a lot of Christian
Oh, okay.
ideals. And so like they can imagine a lot of theaters may have things that aren't up to their standard, or things that go against what they believe and what I believe, which is that's fair. There are a lot of things there you can't control what you see essentially, but then there's the argument of you can't control what you see when you go to the mall, like, and they don't ban going to the malls. Yeah,
because they have
Exactly.
porno mags in the grocery store. Is that?
yeah. But I guess for
Walking
them,
next
it's
to the
like,
beach and you see a girl in a bikini.
okay, see, but the thing
Expelled.
is, we're not supposed to. We're only supposed to go to certain areas of the beach, as well,
Oh,
because our college
Wow.
also owns parts of the beach that's
Oh.
nearby.
Yeah, crash out, Joe.
But I mean, it's hard. Like I understand, and it's the argument I always make. It's like, well, we can't ban every bad thing that we're gonna go to. You can see bad things in the grocery store, but I guess for them, like the theater only serves as that, and you would only be going to see a certain thing, and therefore, you're not going there to buy groceries that are more necessary. It's a voluntary want, not a need, essentially.
That's
So-
why I raised the question is why don't they just build their own private theater and pick and choose the movies?
They
because then
kind of
have to
do.
expel everyone. Skelly, come on, get the program.
I guess they'd expel the school itself. Blow it down.
They kind of do. They've shown a few movies on campus. Actually, just recently, they showed Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the cartoon.
That is a good movie.
Sorry,
There's a
meatballs
leak in the
are
boat.
big titties.
Exactly. But even then, we're not supposed to watch anything above PG. I forget what it is. It's not high. I think it's above PG-13. Is there one above PG-13 that isn't just
Nah,
like
it's
hard?
PG-13 R, and then
Yeah, I
R.
think PG-13 is the max that we're allowed to watch on campus. But
I mean,
also, if they don't
the
see
original
you doing
Jaws
it,
is
then they can't really.
PG-13, and there's titties in it.
Is there?
Well, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
I've
the
rewatched
swimming
it.
at night scene. In the very first.
but see, there's a lot of things that also.
But you're allowed to use Discord, so
Yeah, there's a lot of things that like technically like the ratings go up for, like with violence. That's also raises up the violence, the
I think
rating as well in movies.
The PG-13 is only allowed to have one swear word.
Yeah.
One fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
how much does
As
Scarface
Tony
have?
said it.
No, not Scarface. What's that movie called?
Garfield.
No, the one with Tony Montana.
Oh,
Or-
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah, was it? Yeah, that's
But even then, like they block certain websites, and the websites
why
they
you can't
block
play
are
my
like
library?
so bizarre. Like ExpressVPN, I can't access any of their sites without using a hotspot. I'm like, just let me get my VPN.
So, yeah, I kind of get that. Like, because typically when you block sites, you block them via site category.
Yeah.
So whatever the site is categorized as, then it'll fall into, blocked or
You know what-
unblocked.
It was the cherry on top of the the whole ordeal.
What?
Their library, their online
Joe.
library, is blocked by their Wi-Fi.
That's hilarious.
The things that they use, that they say and like I had to write a whole paper, and they're like, you can't use any other sources except for our library, and I don't have time to go to the library, so I use their online library, and only like half of their books and articles and stuff that they have on there are accessible, and the other half are blocked by the internet. I'm like, this is so stupid. What are we doing?
Sounds like you guys need to hire an IT professional.
I actually know one of the guys who works IT, and like one of the staff guys that works here. But
Help me play some Hello Live.
yeah, I don't think that would go over well, especially not with a name like
Tell me
that.
he would
First
rat
of
you
all,
out.
Yeah. I don't think he would rat me out, but he would just kind of laugh and be like, "Yeah, no, that's not happening."
That's funny.
So, yeah, lots of fun stuff.
So how did you end up there?
I mean, I took their high school program. They have a high school associated with it, which is actually the only thing that's keeping them afloat financially. Is the high school that's associated with them. But besides that, I looked at different colleges, and I had peace about this one, so I decided to go here. I knew some of the restrictions beforehand. That doesn't mean I agree with them, and I still don't, but it wasn't like it
Other
was a
schools didn't
shock.
have enough rules for Joe. Just kidding.
No.
Were there this amount of rules in the army?
You want me to get a book for you?
Were we at least allowed to watch movies?
Oh yeah, we're allowed to do that.
Yeah, see,
We're allowed to do a lot of things.
You're allowed to shoot guns, Joe.
I mean, I've watched movies. I've watched like the entire Hunger Games series of movies on campus, which I don't think is that PG-13? Probably not.
Yes, because there's death in it.
So the rule isn't that you can't watch movies. You just can't watch them at a theater, right?
Yeah, we can't watch them in theater, and it has to be below PG-13. But also, if nobody sees you doing it, then I guess it doesn't really matter. And even like some of the
God
RAs
sees
that are.
Joe.
What's up?
I said God sees Joe.
Yeah. Okay. That's up to you. And
I'm surprised they don't install like a freaking little webcam camera sitting in between
Hey,
the bunks.
okay, see, no,
Looks at you.
I would leave if they did that. But like, even some of the RRA walked in while we were watching Hunger Games, and he's like, I don't care. He thought we were watching Game of Thrones because we were watching it upside down on the ceiling, and all he saw was game. So that was pretty.
Game
funny.
of Thrones. He thought, well, that's got like nudity in it for sure.
Yeah, it's like we were laying down on the floor, and my brother had projected it on the ceiling. And so we were watching it on the ceiling, and all he saw while looking upside down was just the word game, and so he thought we were watching Game of Thrones. We were watching Hunger Games.
Yeah.
But like, even some of the RAs here watch PG-13 movies, so they don't really. They're not so
boys.
bad with that, but you know, if
What
you're
if you said a
watching,
curse word on campus?
okay, you're not supposed to. It's a Christian campus, but that doesn't.
I mean, it's a Christian college. You know, Skelly. You know.
It
The,
doesn't
the
necessarily.
theater one is a little bizarre to me. To be fair.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who joins is a Christian. Because there are plenty of people who are here that aren't Christians. Or, anyways, but if swearing is frowned upon, and most people have common sense not to, because that's an easy way to get demerits. You guys have demerits, right? That's the universal thing.
Yeah. Like
Never got one.
It's like 75 and when you get a warning, and then you get a board meeting, with the school to see if you can stay on.
You decide your fate.
Yeah, but like
Oh, no way.
you're not.
Death
You
by
can't.
hanging. You're
It's like
all,
you
huh?
can't. Like you can't.
luncheons.
Off for his head.
You can't
Yeah,
kiss
there
on
you go.
campus.
What?
Like kissing on campus is like if somebody's like one of the RAs sees you, it's an automatic 75 demerits, and maybe even just straight up expulsion.
Wow.
No kissing. You're making me get turned on.
I think there might be a few different rules if you are married, but also
Yeah, aren't there married quarters there?
yes, there
And
are
they're not allowed
certain-
to kiss?
there are rules for married couples and I believe people above like 24, 25, something like that, because they have their own set of rules. But the common
Mhm.
college student who is like in between 17 and 23 are unless you're married, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be
It
kissing.
was still just a little baby.
Don't go smooching around.
Exactly. I heard a story of somebody who got expelled a week before they graduated because they were seen kissing in front of one of the dorms.
Ugh.
Which, in my opinion, is pretty stupid to do that in the first place because they knew that was going to happen. But and they never got
Yeah.
their degree; they just got straight up kicked out.
Joe, at my high school, there was an infamous hallway. Like it would go up and downstairs.
The kissing
And-
corridor?
No, it was the sex corridor.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Oh, that's Phil.
That's
Teachers
way worse.
avoided it as well because the students would be boning underneath the staircase.
Okay. Thank you for that, Skelly.
So if you want a real
Welcome to
shock and awe, I
Arkansas.
know the high school to show you.
Mm.
I don't
That's
think he
crazy.
was. Jeez, dude.
Where was that at? Arkansas?
Yeah,
Jeez,
the
you're
the
too
Yeah,
old.
rich
that
high
sounds
man.
about right.
yeah, the
Sounds
rich
about
high
right.
school literally had or has so many teen pregnancies that they built an attachment part of the school that is a preschool and like take care of all the kids.
What?
It's always the private
Insane.
schools that are doing that stuff.
It's not.
That's
It's
crazy.
public, but they're funded by Walmart, Chick-fil-A, and other stuff. They're the sponsors.
Oh, no,
What
there
kind
you
of
go. That makes
Texas
sense.
Oh.
bullshit is that?
Yeah, the other school, the rich school, sponsors all the sports programs and other stuff, and so they have like a college-sized football stadium. I mean, my high school was the
Insane.
size of a small, like, college campus. It's pretty big. It had a $5.3 million expansion when I left senior year, so I didn't get to see it or use it. But they added a multi-level basketball court. They reamped the football. They made a soccer field and a baseball field.
How many
Mm.
students?
There
Four.
was like 2,000.
Yeah, it's like one of my town. I think we're at 3,000 now.
I think on campus we have
Crazy.
5,000 students.
I graduated with like 130.
The continuation school I went to had 200 total for the campus.
Thing. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of rules on campus.
About 2,000 of people, or 1,000 of the people at my school had the last name Garcia.
Including yourself,
No.
Skelly Garcia.
But my last
Okay.
name does start with a G, and so I would always be at the very end of the list.
Because they're all GA.
Yep. And I'd be the only one with GI, and so it'd be like, here I am.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm. Yeah. Some of the rules I'm glad they have, and then
Yeah,
other
you
ones
got
I'm kind of just like,
Yeah. I know, like, Christian colleges, there's all sorts of approaches they take to try to keep people, how should I say? I
On
don't
the
want to say
straight
in
and narrow
line,
path.
but yeah, there you
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
So I've heard stuff like, I haven't heard no kissing, but I've heard like you cannot kiss any way but like standing upright. I've heard that as a rule. I've heard.
You go to those
I've heard some
Mormon
funny
colleges where they rock the bed for you.
The faculty doesn't.
No, the roommate or the friend will move the bunk.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've heard of
There's
that.
a certain word for it. It's like webbing or something.
Oh,
Called soaking, and
Yeah,
Sulking.
yeah,
soaking.
we'll just
Yeah.
let that go. Yeah.
Mountain
Um,
Dews.
but there's a. What was I gonna-
What'd
I
you
don't
say?
know if you said
Cheese
Mountain
curd?
Dews or Mountain Jews.
That's what I thought you said, bro.
Said Mountain Dews.
That's
What the Mormons
crazy.
are called.
No.
Oh, okay.
You want some more racial slurs?
I'm
No,
good.
I'm good.
I got
Mormonism is not a race.
Mountain
neither
dwellers.
is neither are Jews.
Well, that's true.
I think
Did you know
the mustache man would like to dispute that.
how do you know I have a mustache?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the guy who supposedly blew his head off in a bunker
What the Russians
He died
say.
in Venezuela.
Why'd you add
That's exactly
supposedly to that?
because it was
He
never
died in Venezuela.
confirmed.
Because you can't trust Russians.
The bone that they tested was a woman's skull.
It
It was
was.
probably his girlfriend's.
I think he went to Argentina.
Oh yeah, it was Argentina, not Venezuela.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hell, if the FBI and CIA were still investigating him in the 70s, obviously he didn't die in the damn bunker.
Yeah.
Hell, you can go to Argentina right now and you see a bunch of white-haired, blue-eyed people.
With German last
Well,
names.
Yeah,
There are a lot of Germans that went there after
yeah,
the
even
war.
like major SS people fled to Argentina.
Yeah. Did you hear about the U-boat they found off the coast there?
Yeah. I always watch I watched that. I think it was on the History Channel or Discovery, the Tim Kennedy one where he went to Argentina to investigate and stuff.
I guess Cuba sunk a U-boat during World War II.
There was a
Dang.
U-boat also like right at the like in Louisiana or somewhere at the mouth of the Mississippi. You can go see it still.
There's one in Chicago too. It's in a museum.
U-boats are crazy.
I have
Yeah,
not made
my
it down there
grand-
for yet.
Her
that
great
yet.
grandfather was a submariner during the war.
Submariner.
Yes.
My great grandfather was a what do you do? He was an engineer in the Army Air Corps.
Oh,
Built
nice.
airfields.
A CB?
No, not a CB.
Those
That's
are the
Navy.
Marines.
Yeah, that's what my
I
other
thought- oh.
great grandfather was.
Oh,
I have his patches, and I also have
can-
the submariner's wallet that has his passport and old money in it.
do you know what CB stands for?
I think my neighbor's a CB.
does.
Pretty sure it's construction battalion.
It is. It's like a special operation engineers, basically, for the Navy. They do just about everything.
I'd rather be a CB than be a submariner. I am not being in a metal tube under the water.
I have a friend
I don't
who's
wanna-
a submariner right now.
I don't
Yeah,
want
at
to
least
be
those
a
are big. Those ones
metal
in World War
tube on the
II are
water.
pretty small.
Yeah, they're just in there with a bunch of nuclear material.
Especially in there, no like fans whatsoever. You're just kind of down there in a dark ass tube. Hell no.
No, you got lights.
I don't-
Red mostly.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. You can't convince me, cheese.
Just
How do you
do it,
think-
Skelly.
I don't like the
Enlist.
ocean. If I can't see the bottom, I ain't going.
You'll see the bottom. You just gotta ride the submarine for a while.
It's
I'm
a
not gonna
glass.
see the bottom when I'm in the submarine. I'm gonna hit the ocean floor and it's gonna crumple like a tin can. We all saw
It's
what
a-
happened to that submarine exploring the Titanic. Kaboom!
It's a
Yeah,
glass.
but that was made by something stupid to make a submarine out of, though.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber.
It's
Not
fine,
to
Skelly.
get into
It's a glass bottom submarine. See the bottom.
See a freaking megalodon pass by as I. It's real. I saw it.
It's real.
The boy who cried Megalodon.
Right as he explodes in the metal tube.
Megalodon said that they saw too much. That was it.
Cthulhu. Oh.
Oh,
You had 2 on you. That was tough.
yeah, but the bouncy vehicles of... it's so annoying. No
That is a
stabilizer.
very bouncy tank.
That's the one I got on my God modes in.
Nice.
So anyway, they added Harry Hopkins for the British
And it
texture.
did.
Pretty cool.
What is that?
Joe, do you have to use a VPN for War Thunder?
No.
It's like it was in the same trials as the Tetrarch, so it's an airborne light tank.
I wanna be
Oh, okay.
an airborne.
Kind of surprised they put it at 2.3 though. But whatever.
The Delta, or I mean not Delta, Skelly.
Huh.
The way that I found out that the internet works here is that if it works with a certain type of code, especially concerning like matchmaking, because essentially it blocks all console online activities, so any PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, anything like that. So if there's a crossplay game such as Helldivers that utilizes a code that it recognizes as a console, then it blocks it. And that goes for certain things such as randomly the War Thunder chat for whatever reason, but not the game itself. And then like the World Tanks Blitz, the in-game store it also blocks, but not the actual game. And then for like Helldivers, it completely blocks. So that's what I found out with my research.
I'd lose my mind.
It's
Where are you?
dumb.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, and it doesn't affect Phasmo. I think the reason why the my voice chat wasn't working is because of my computer, not because of the Wi-Fi. Because it works fine now, and I never have my VPN on when we play. So, yeah, lots
You
of
didn't
fun.
do a Delta After Dark.
No dad tonight.
Ah.
No dad tonight.
I almost thought about joining one of your War Thunder games.
Yeah.
Then I
We're doing
remembered
customs.
I hate War Thunder.
That's what he said.
So this website is selling a H&K Mark 23 SOCOM with a suppressor, but they want $2,500 for it.
That sounds about right.
I saw an 06 Jeep on Marketplace for $47,000.
I wouldn't give them $47 for it.
I was like,
Whoa, what was that?
Joe
No
was
clue.
awesome.
Oh, cool.
The superior game
what?
with very realistic tanks.
Oh man,
Ash.
that machine gun.
I should have shot the machine gun first.
Isn't there the girls in Panzer?
Currently,
Girls
yes,
und Panzer.
there's that event going on right now. Hell yeah! I'm not getting it
Why not?
because it costs money,
Oh
and
yeah,
I don't
I
want
forgot.
to.
Oh, okay.
Cheese Curds weeb. I forgot. I saw his mouse pad.
Oh, that wasn't mine. That was a screenshot from Facebook.
You're capping.
Oh, you cocksucker.
You
This
just gonna
thing
let him
is,
tell you that, Kelly?
Got killed by
he's
a...
too busy looking at tanks.
Who, me?
No, Skelly.
Too busy playing tanks.
What?
I'll play a Japanese tank for you, Skelly. That's about as close as I'll get.
No, I need girls in panties.
I don't have my VPN on. This is all I can see in my store. Normally there would be an entire thing, but this is all I can see.
They added girls and Panzer stuff to War Thunder.
War of the Tanks.
Oh yeah,
Well, the tanks gives all the cool shit collabs, man.
yeah, but they have this aiming circle, which I really hate.
I'm surprised. War of the Tanks is so much more popular than War Thunder on Twitch and stuff.
This is how I view myself
think
if I
it's
were a
because
tank.
of all the collabs. I mean, War Thunder would make buco bucks if they had a Girls and Panther collab. Hell.
See, Sky, this is how I view myself. If I were a tank, this is me.
I don't like the way the front of it looks. It's like a crab.
And let's see. This is how I view you, Skelly.
Big, badass, angular, strong.
Yeah.
Like it.
Fake.
This is
Rock
this is
hard.
Skelly.
Always.
And this is. Hold on. This one's me.
Rusty,
Exactly.
victimless behavior.
These are all fake tanks, aren't they?
You're
What?
fake.
Oh, there's some real tanks. There's a
There's a lot of
What's an
concept
AMA?
tanks in the
There's Lorraine
World
and
of Tanks universe.
this tank is
Same
in
with-
War Thunder, just now with
Hell,
that
you should
camo.
go and look at the freaking World of Warships. They have like the concept ships where it's like an entire aircraft carrier sitting on top of an Iowa class.
I'm
Pretty
trying to find a
cool.
good tank for Delta. What is Delta if you were a tank?
Purple.
Short, boxy. That AI cat in the top left is fucking, you know,
If you had the
like,
tog.
that's hideous, chick.
Hey, don't insult my tog. Actually, I'm gonna play with my KV2
Ah.
after this. What tank would Delta be?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Little Italian tank.
No.
The one that they nicknamed the cockroach or whatever.
No, I don't have the L3. It's not
I
in
saw the
there.
YouTube video.
This is... You like the size of the gun, Delta?
Jeez.
Wasn't that one of the concept ones that they didn't choose?
Yes, it
Because
was.
of the barrel placement over the engine would have been pain.
Yeah. So there's a KV1
I
though.
saw
It's
that
a
YouTube video as
real
well.
tank. And there's a Canadian tank. Look at that.
El Canadian death.
That's M5, right?
Yes, the M45, yeah. What is Delta?
What?
Yes.
I bought a
Delta
plum
gets-
tree today.
Delta's giving me Badger vibes.
You bought a palm tree today?
Plum tree.
Oh, palm tree. I was gonna say, palm trees are expensive.
Yeah,
I-
tell me about it.
Palm trees would freaking die over here.
Our college spent $30,000 on a palm tree. One.
Your college
Palm
is like,
tree.
we're having financial issues.
Exactly.
60 palm.
Exactly. And you know where they planted it? Right in front of the principal or the president's parking space.
You gotta pick those coconuts real fast. Those things
Mhm.
really get you going, man.
Guess what? It died.
That's where it They didn't want to be there anyways.
But they had like a
Guys are
warranty.
Help me repair, jackass.
No.
Here's a very sad
IS
fact.
ones. Thank you.
How do I burn a CD?
Get me into a
Just
game. I
on a
need
Are
to
you
show
trying to
Delta
burn a
this-
CD? I haven't heard that in a long
Presumably
time.
with a lighter?
That's what my dad used to do with all the Blockbuster stuff.
Just
Oh,
steal
man.
them all?
He would
Speaking of Blockbuster,
burn the CD, and he received, because he used a certain website, he received a few letters in the mail from the FBI saying that we know that you
I received a letter once too. I used to pirate stuff.
You ready to see some
Dirtbag.
gameplay, Skelly?
Pro level gameplay.
Yeah, pro little gameplay that Delta.
I'm telling the college that you're shooting people with things.
I do not care.
They will care.
Nah,
$50
my
for
RA
moves.
walks in
Your
here.
shower's dirty.
Okay, we were actually supposed to have shower check tonight. Not worth $50, but they canceled it. So I was like, I claimed it anyways, but they canceled it. I'm like, okay.
Joe, I would
That's
swim
fine.
to Cuba if I was at your college.
You swim to Cuba?
I mean, I'm
Yeah, I'd
close.
say
I'm
this
in
is
Florida.
I'd rather take my chances with the sharks.
Got the Gulf of Mexico right there. I'm pretty close.
Nice kill, Eric.
Or the Bahamas. The Bahamas is actually like right. I never realized that for a while. Oh shit, Bahamas are really. Okay.
Oh, there's a guy right there. Now I feel kind of stupid. Stay right there.
Oh, Canada.
You ready for this, Skilly?
I'm watching.
Thanks,
Watch.
you Tiger 2s.
Watch this man's HP
And a little-
disappear.
Little doodad.
Oh, I thought you whiffed it, Heike.
Nah, I just deleted
Through?
7/8 of his hit points.
I've seen the tank that you're driving in, girls in pants or something.
Shut up! You're ruining tanks for me.
That is the only reason why I still enjoy tanks.
I saw a snippet of Girls and Panzers, and then I saw a Matilda driving like 60 kilometers an hour, and then I gave up.
Heck yeah.
Kind of funny.
You should have seen the one where the Polish girl, like the
Oh,
the
shit.
threads come off and it just starts going.
Aw. You're on a streak there, Eric.
Yeah.
I pin this guy.
Alright, fellas. Delta is tired.
Yeah.
Night, Delta.
We all
A
are.
little bit.
I'll send you those
Oh, you're right. I
clips
guess I'll
later.
just stay.
Yeah, just stay.
Yeah.
I gotta help
I gotta
Eric
go to-
move this weekend.
Out of her apartmento.
Yeah. It's
Moving
finally.
in with you.
No, she's not. But it's finally the last
Aw.
minute, so of course now we're gonna start.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Sounds about right.
So I had to take Monday off too to help.
Alright, you guys
Mm.
have only been together for a year, huh?
What's that?
Have you guys been together a year?
Yeah, probably a year and a half now.
When is usually the move in? Is it 2 years, 3 years? I think 3 years is usually when
Yeah.
people propose.
I won't live with her until I marry her.
Yeah.
Wow. No temptations.
I would be the same way, Delta.
Yeah. Skilly, not everyone's a sleaze bag, alright, pal?
Yo!
Women don't mean
Damn.
not to me.
Just went out and that's crazy.
I'm just kidding, Skilly.
The only women I interact with is my mom.
Yeah, well, you have moved in with her, so I suppose.
Mm.
Living the high life.
Alright, fellas, have a nice night. Good to talk to
Hey.
you, Eric.
Yeah, same. Good night.
See you, Delta.
You guys.
What?
Now that the loser's gone.
What's that?
Now that the loser's gone.
You born and raised there in Norway?
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I went to lived in Hungary for 1 year, and then I had to attend the American International School
Okay.
because I didn't want to start with. I don't understand Hungarian, so English was easier.
Joe
Really?
finally has a European friend.
So that was a difference compared to what I was used to in Norway. Had access to the what you call it, cafeteria with the Kit Kat and all this stuff you could purchase. I gained a few pounds.
Yeah, I understand that. I think I stepped off the airplane and I gained a few pounds.
How dare you, Joe?
What? Speak the truth?
I remember I was so confused because we had like an assignment to write essay or something about your neighboring country, and then I wrote about Sweden, and I got an F because you're supposed to write about Mexico or Canada. I'm like, what? Like, that's not my neighboring country in an international school.
Yeah, sometimes they do lack a little bit of that international, changing their
So
they write for an international.
yeah, so that year I felt indoctrinated about America.
That's fair.
Recite the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Yeah. But I learned, I was forced to learn American English fast, I guess. I was like 11 at the time. My brother who is 5 years younger than me, he went to a different branch of the American school. And he was even younger, so he knew even less English than me, so we had like these special classes I was teamed up with another guy from Sweden. So we had to learn English. We got to play like a game called Where is Oscar Lake? Like this. That's all I remember. My father got me that version, but it was in German, so like, what? Thanks.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time.
Yeah. I'm actually from France, so I'm also
yeah.
European.
I don't have that French accent.
Yeah.
My cousin is Norwegian French, so I've been actually only been in France twice. One time when I was like 2 years old. I don't remember that, of course, but the second time was 2 years ago with my children. We stayed at my uncle's house south of Paris, which was on the countryside, which is a really nice place.
Yeah. No, the countryside down there is beautiful.
So he purchased an old monastery that he remade into a house. It has a swimming pool now and like 11 rooms. So he uses some of the rooms for our bed and breakfast or something to rent out. So that's a really nice place.
Yeah.
But Paris, I did not enjoy.
It's definitely not for everybody.
We went, of course, because my son wanted to visit, so we had to take at least one trip. Check out Disneyland and stuff. So yeah, maybe one time we can visit the Omaha Beach or something.
I've been to there. It's
Or
really
Normandy.
nice. Yeah. Beautiful.
It was only maybe 2 hours with car from my cousin's house or father's house.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're not watching this, Scully.
No, I'm looking at pictures of Norway.
Oh, thank goodness.
What the hell was that?
Enriching the culture. Learning it's very mountainous. Or many ports and rivers.
Yeah, the west side has a lot of fjords.
Gondolas. Yay.
I think the furthest I've been deep into Europe is Switzerland. And I've been to
Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam is just flat, I think.
yeah.
Just like Denmark.
Dirty.
But yeah, I've been into Belgium and Germany a decent number of times. And I was in Luxembourg just last year. And I've been to... I think we took a trip to Switzerland. Yeah. And that's about the deepest I've ever been into Europe.
Joe, the red light district was overhyped. I thought I was gonna see some stuff. Lackluster. The crowds were thick, though. My God.
Hmm.
Yeah, my wife turns 40 this year, so she wants to go on a hike to what's the name again? In English?
Nice.
I'm like, what? You want to do what in your birthday? Like, hike for 6 hours one way, and then yeah, I guess it's a nice view, but goddamn.
Yeah, I'm sure you get some.
Invented helicopters for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get some beautiful hikes out there, though.
Does the air smell crispy in Norway?
Usually, except a few times in winter if it's a lot of diesel in Oslo. But most of the cars in Oslo are electric, or a lot of them, so that issue has really gone away.
I want to go to like Austria or what's the place called? Switzerland, or do like the Lord of the Rings thing in New Zealand.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
My cousin did that. Did the Hobbit stuff and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
She said it was awesome. She literally was like in college and just 1 week just said, all right, I'm going to New Zealand for a week, and just did it. She literally told nobody except for like her mom like the day she's leaving. Just,
That's
"Oh."
crazy.
I mean, that's my brother studied abroad, and so he just went all around Europe.
Doesn't seem to be a direct translation to that place, so... It's called the pulpit? That doesn't sound... It's like this big rock in the mountain you can... It's actually where they filmed the last Mission Impossible, I think. Like one action scene from there. Climbing.
The newest Mission Impossible, the one where he ramps off with the dirt bike.
I don't know, I haven't seen it actually. But there's one scene in the movie though. They say it's in India, but that's not the case.
I don't know. It might have been the one before. I think in the newest one, he was only in Europe. I don't think he was ever in India. I don't even think he was in the U.S. Oh no, he was in the U.S. for part of it.
Yeah, I linked in general. The Pulpit Rock. Oh, that's it. Strange name.
Yeah, I think that's the one that he ramps off of in the dirt bike.
Ah, I did? Okay, I didn't. Maybe I should watch that movie now. Because I know Tom Cruise does a lot of his own stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has his own insurance company because no insurance company would give him insurance.
So he's rich enough to like make his own company and then like
I mean,
make them.
That's why he also has his own production agency because no
Oh,
Hollywood agency wanted to work with that.
huh.
risk.
That's
So
cool.
That's why he has all of them. So.
Can you blame them though?
I mean, it's Tom Cruise, man. Everybody got to fuck with Tom Cruise.
He's like Keanu Reeves, but crazier.
Yeah. That's compensate.
He's like 5'7". He is
Yeah,
really
so-
small. I think he's 5'7" with his dress shoes on. I think in real life he's 5'6".
So
Five,
Skelly's
six.
height,
No, I'm taller than him.
then.
Apparently he's a really nice guy though. Like a lot of people give him shit because of the Scientology.
Oh, he's actually around my height, and I'm 174, I think. So that's about 5'8", maybe.
How
Yeah.
tall? In meters?
173 centimeters is 5.7 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's 5'7".
That's with his dress shoes on. They always give an extra inch. My father's met him before, and he was shorter than my father.
Nice.
So what made you move from France to USA?
A lot of
Work?
family here. The college I'm going to is also in the States. My mom is American, but my dad is French.
Ah, okay. So it's easier, I guess. When you have, I have family in Florida, but I haven't seen them since 1999 or something. So when I visited New York, yeah, yeah. So I actually managed to visit the World Trade Center, so that's something I remember.
My dad
Yeah.
visited it month and some change before it happened.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. I'm so pissed at my mother because we filmed at the top, but she managed to overwrite the movie. Because it was like the VHS times.
VHSs.
Yeah, no, it's not the VHS, but like this mini
Showing your
movie.
age. Oh my god.
I'm born in
I watched
96.
VHS before.
So, yeah. The good times, where we could do whatever.
Before there were iPhones in people's pockets.
Yeah.
Before this, youngins went downhill.
Generation.
I remember my friend had like this firecracker. It's like the red one. Like 10 centimeters long maybe or something. It took like a handle of a metal bar, put one inside and bent the sides upwards so it like closed them. Just so the one side had the fuse sticking out. And lit it on fire and threw it in the forest. That made a big explosion, goddamn. Neighbors shouted outside, "Stop throwing stones!" Like, after that, we realized if we were that was shrapnel flying around. So yeah,
Little hand grenade.
basically. But they were still.
Neighborhood next to mine that when we all were growing up, they there's like this huge. It's not a manhole, but it's like if it floods, water goes down there, and so I guess it's like a spillway kind of deal. But it's super like huge, and every 4th of July, they would take mortars and they would run like deep into the spillways and then hurl a bunch of mortars in there, and so it just becomes one giant echo chamber. And you just see like flashes and just the loudest bangs. Sounds like cannons going off. And then one of my friends, to the random kids that were there, I keep saying kids, we were like seniors in high school. He went up to their bag of fireworks and lit the fuse on one of them, and so it just started exploding rapidly, and my friend went, "Oh shit," and started running, but it was like already 11 p.m. at night, and so he just ran straight into a tree at full sprint, and it was the funniest shit in the world because he just from full speed to just stop.
Dang.
I did that once when I was bicycling. That hurt.
Yeah.
Wham! He was like, "Oh fuck, dude." I was like, "You hit a fucking tree." He's like, "Was that what it was?" I was like, "Yeah, man." We just kept running because the guys that fireworks got blown up by the other guy who's like, they were like, "I'm gonna fucking get my gun, shoot your asses." And so we fucking booked it, and then this guy on a golf cart, just some like probably 42-year-old dude, just alone drinking a Bud Light, cruising the neighborhood. He's like, "You boys need a ride home?" We're like, "Fuck it, I guess." And so he just we're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
What happened to not getting any in cars with strangers, dude?
It's a golf cart. I mean, if anything happened, we could probably just like rock it and flip it over. He was definitely not gonna kidnap us. If anything, we'd kidnap him.
Somehow I believe
"You
this.
guys having a good time tonight?" We're like, "Yeah."
Skelly, I feel like if somebody like put like Tootsie Rolls in front of you, you would go for them.
Hell no.
Just be like, "You want Tootsie Rolls? We got Tootsie Rolls."
So we would have had to walk a hell of a way, and he was just like a side quest character just spawning out of nowhere. It comes up.
You have now become the escort quest.
Enter the vehicle to continue the mission.
We're getting our butts handed to us.
This is why World of Warships is better.
Shit.
I'm still playing World of Tanks. Oh shit.
I need my big anime teddy girls. Yeah.
Where is this man going?
He's running away from.
Are you playing Blitz?
Life.
Yeah. I also play War Thunder, but I've been playing all night and I wanted to change the pace.
Is Blitz the mobile version?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can play on PC versus mobile players.
Yeah, and that's why they struggle.
It's so
Right
funny
now,
sometimes.
Speed disappears. Eh.
Well, I think the Blitz maps should have been a bit larger because sometimes it's playing a tank destroyer in that game is so useless because your turn rate is crap, so you have to.
That's fair.
It's really hard playing a TD or anything like that in that game.
That's fair. No matter what I do, I'm gonna get yelled at by my teammates for not helping them.
Is there game chat?
Oh, yes, there is. I've been listening to every slur under the sun since a while ago.
Did they
You
act?
can actually talk in the voice chat in there.
No, but like in
Aw.
the text chat, it's pretty terrible, and we just lost 7-0. That was great.
I want to hear some slurs.
Oh.
No, you'll see some eventually. Just play a few more games and you'll see plenty. That's why I turned my chat.
Seems
ready to
like
receive
I'm
you
going to
on
play
every
some Minecraft
phone.
now. My daughter wants me to
No, I'm
join.
getting so many death threats in my in my chat. I mean, I've already been told to kill myself once tonight by these guys in World Tanks Blitz, so they're
Oh, they allowed chat again?
ruthless.
Hey, Face. I'm gonna play some Minecraft on
Which tank do you want, Skelly? First of all, what tier? 1 through 10.
I think the tank that I had unlocked last was the.
I'm gonna play on for yeah,
I don't
the
have
server you can join as well with
have
Java.
It basically looked like that, but I don't think it had the skirt.
At the moment, I'm on what is Delta's Discord. Oh, you're at the
Grandpa had.
What, your school?
A few weeks ago.
Lol.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? It was sitting in a garage.
Right, school on a Saturday.
That's crazy.
I pity you.
Just had Sturmgeschütz 3 in his garage.
Yeah.
How'd he get it?
I have no idea. I would have to ask him. He had
Put it
that.
into a duffel
He had
bag.
a German half track, an American half track. He had that. I'm always told what it's called, but I always forget. It's like a motorcycle on the front, but it has tracks on the back. It was used to like cart stuff around.
I always
And he
remember it
has
as the rabbit. That's all I remember.
Is that, and then he had not an artillery piece, but some type of anti-vehicle gun, and then a few civilian vehicles, or not civilian vehicles, like just vehicles, regular German and American. He was a
That's
big
crazy.
collector. We got to shoot
Okay.
some of the World War II guns, and then one of them exploded next to my face because the barrel was slightly bent and we didn't realize it. So when the bullet left the chamber, it
Oh, no.
exploded. He was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know, but I felt a metal chunk shoot by my ear." I was like, "Damn! If I was a quarter of an inch to the, what was it? To the left, I guess I would have had a chunk of shrapnel in my freaking forehead."
That's scary. Scary.
German
That's crazy.
gun, or German World War II guns. I'll see if I can find it. Ah, there it is. Immediately. The Strum.
Yeah, see you later, Christian.
Just say it. Strum. Gewehr.
Sturmgewehr.
You want to talk about Chief?
Okay, so I'm not allowed to build close.
That's the elongated
Oh,
You
version.
have to
of
build
this
700 blocks away from spawn.
Gewehr.
What? No. It's Sturmgeschütz.
STURM. I'm just on the interwebs.
Sturmgeschütz. Are you looking at? Are you looking at a tank or a gun?
No, German gun.
STG-44.
STRMGEW.
Litt lenger bort.
Yeah, that's Sturmgewehr.
Det der.
Storm
That's the
rifle.
one.
Gå inn der. Inni der. Der er det sånn flatverden med redstone, og der er det sånn byggeverden. Jeg gikk inn på den fordi jeg greier ikke noe redstone.
And a MG, and it's pretty heavy.
Well, if you ever want to
I
will
also may or may not have a picture of myself in his full Yahtzee garbs. He was like,
No, we're
because I had
not on a stream. Say it.
no, I was in the tank And he was like, put this on. And I was like, okay. He's like, put this on. I was like, okay. He's like, you look perfect. And he's like, your haircut just really sells it as well. I was like, oh yeah, take a picture. And then I was like, a few years passed. I was like, if anybody got their hands on my phone and saw this picture, it'd be mighty bad. Having an SS logo on my collar.
That would be bad.
So I was like, you know what? I'll put this in the My Eyes Only folder. Also, inside the stug, it's freaking tiny up in that joint.
Yeah. No, it's cramped.
I sat in the driver's seat and I was like, this shit sucks. Like, it's probably freaking loud
And hot.
Yeah, it's tight. I knocked on the wall. I was like, damn, she big though. It's a whole lot of metal right there.
I see.
He took us out on the American half track, and we were cruising through his fields, and he's like, all right, let's go back, like put it up in the garage. And he got to the opening of the garage. He was switching into reverse, and he realized, and it had kept stalling throughout the day as we were on it, and so it stalled, and he was like, all right, that's fine. And so, but it started to roll, and then it kept rolling, and he was like, guys, I've just realized we haven't replaced the brakes on this thing. And so there were literally no brakes, and we rolled up until we were teetering over the pond in front of the garage, and he's like, oh shit. And then like this tiny ass little tree saved the day and held back the half track.
Oh, no.
I was like, bro, we were about to go swimming. He's like, I know, we would have been fucked. He's like, I would have had to call the dude's name, like the mechanic was Robert. He's like, I would have had to call Robert and get like the whole ass tank to come pull this shit out.
How do you explain that I got a half track stuck in a pond? Come save us.
I was just like, you didn't mind to just like remember that you took the brakes off of the half track. You chose that half track over the German half track, the one with brakes.
It's innocent mistake.
Innocent mistake. Meanwhile, here we are with a twig of a tree holding back multi-tons.
You were fine though. They
It
worked
was.
out.
The American half track is way more spacious than the German one. Because the German half track is like, the back is like super angled. I mean, the whole thing is like super angled. And like even the driver is like almost laying down. It's kind of weird. And so in the back, because of its angled armor, you have to slouch over the entire time, or else your head will be exposed. Meanwhile, the American half track is just like a box without a lid, so you can just kind of sit up straight. And of course, like the front is basically just the truck.
Yeah, I guess I should. Hold on. I need to find some clips to send the Delta.
Clips where he chooses violence. Trains and drones, as long as you don't hit them.
I guess I could send it on sick clips.
Scuba diving, what the hell? It's me, Falcon. Two a.m. Bye.
The Dicker Max is a menace. A
That
menace to
is-
society.
In that instance, it was.
Imagine getting shot down by a whole ass tank.
A tank destroyer, no less.
You would just cease to exist.
Imagine just in real life, you just ate a Dickerback shell. It's like.
I think the airplane would literally just dissolve as a 50-pound
Vaporized.
metal bullet just hurls itself through your paper thin freaking plane.
Vaporized.
Basically, those planes are pretty thin.
Yeah, so they have like no armor.
Yes, especially like the canvas planes. They're literally just you can punch a hole with a pin.
Yeah, for sure. Hmm. I guess I should be heading to bed as well.
Alright, game's
It's nice.
all disbanded.
It was nice meeting you, Eric.
Yeah, same. Are you going to bed?
Yeah,
Yeah, good night.
2 in the morning here, so
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
So, yeah.